Today I will be reviewing 6 Figs by Mosh Bari, released on the 15th of August at 9 AM EST on the Warrior Plus platform. 6 Figs is a 3-in-1 business in a box which includes a cloud-based software, a done-for-you sales page, and the software will generate traffic automatically. We'll take a look at the sales page. I'll show you inside the members area. We'll go through the OTOs. We'll look at what's good, what's bad about it before summarising and giving you my final thoughts. So make sure you watch right to the end before you decide if 6 Figs might be right for you. Hi, I'm Brian from MoneyLifeChange.com, where we help you to get your online business on the right track. If this is your first time on the channel, please go down, subscribe, click the little bell icon, and then I can notify you each time we upload new content. Now let's get into the video. So here we are on the sales page. It's the usual sort of hypey sales page. You're one step away from your own 6-figure software business in a box. No experience, no technical skills, no hosting, no domain name. Beginner friendly, no need experience, 3-in-1 business in a box. It's all the usual hype. It's 100% safe investment. You've got a no questions asked money back guarantee. No more frustration. Now the money back guarantee, good luck with that one. Here we go to the frustrated beginner who failed to make sustainable income online. So they're aiming it at the beginner as usual, but it really isn't suitable for a beginner, and I'm going to show you why. So we're going to just sort of flick down here fairly quickly. If you really want to come and take a look at the sales page, you can go and do that in your own time and take your time. Make sure you have a good look at it, read everything, but don't take it all as gospel. Just take it all as a pinch of salt, because it is hypey and it is designed to sell. They put random figures on here and it's just all the usual nonsense, and it's typical sales page. I'll show you another one just like it later on in the video, so stay around for that. Now let's have a look inside the dashboard. So here we are. So this is your sort of central hub where all your information will be kept. So we're going into the social accounts, and this is where you would add your YouTube channels. So you'd import your channel, import account, and your details will be loaded up into there. Then we'll come down into the Google settings and we'll take a look here. I mean, this is one of the reasons why, in my opinion, this isn't really suitable for a beginner. You've got to load up your homepage, etc. in here. And then if you look down here, you need an API key, a client secret. You've got to make all this active. So you've got to load in all these details, and it'll put all the data in, so where you import your account. A beginner coming in here isn't really going to understand all this, in my opinion. If this is your first time and you're brand new to all this, you're not really going to get what this means. So you might come in here and be a little bit overwhelmed. As yet, I don't see any sort of training to show you how to do all this. They might add that this is just a review access, so they might include that once you purchase it. So we'll come down into the channel manager, and this is where you can set up your campaigns for likes, comments, subscription campaign, a playlist manager, so you can manage all your playlists. You can actually upload your videos from here, and you've got a video manager. If we click on here, we can see this is, obviously there's no campaigns added, so you'd need your campaign added and your data would be in there. So we'll move down to the template manager. So in the template manager, you can set up your auto reply template, an auto comment template. Now, if you were using this for your own account, you don't, in my opinion, you don't really want to be automating that. You want to be going in and interacting with your audience and replying and building up a conversation. If you're doing this, selling it as a business, and you're selling this to other clients, with auto reply and auto comments, you need to be a bit careful with that, because you've got to be sure that what you're replying is actually congruent with the video you're replying on, or the comments you're going to be making. Because if there's no sort of congruency there, that people just know that it's spam, they're not going to click on it. And I mean, that's the other thing. It is a little bit spammy. You've got to be careful. That can get accounts into trouble. So we continue down into the search engine. So search video. So you're going to need your Google Apps settings all inputted and set up to access any of these features. Again, if you're a beginner, you're going to struggle to get your Google app set up in the first place, so this is going to be pretty irrelevant to you. So your channel and playlist are going to follow along the same suit, where you're going to need to be set up to access the features. So we're going to reporting, auto reply. So again, your campaign name, your video ID, the channel, the status, and last processed, and your actions. So you'd create your campaigns in here, and you set it up and you choose your video, your channel, etc. Rank tracking. So again, you'd need your campaign set up to get the data in here. But if you want to track ranking on videos, you can do that in the analytics inside YouTube. You could use vidIQ, you could use TubeBuddy. They all have that features, and TubeBuddy and vidIQ you can get started with for free. And then we have the link wheel, where you can set up a link wheel. Basically, you would set up a pattern of links from one website to another in order to rank higher. Again, a beginner probably isn't really going to understand that and get a little bit overwhelmed and lost with that. And then we go down to agency, and inside here you find where you set yourself up. This is for your sales page. So you put your site name in, you can choose your logo, you can choose your favicon. That's them set up there. And then you input your details in for your buy button and your IPNs down there. So this is the done for you sales page, and this is what it's going to look like. You would obviously put your own video into there. And this is where you set up, you see, you'd be connected to your buy button, and this is the services that it's telling you can sell. So we've got comment and reply to channel videos, like, comment YouTube videos, channel subscription, video manager, YouTube rank tracking, video wheel, channel and video analytics, YouTube search engine, playlist manager. A lot of these features you could do yourself inside your YouTube channel. Again, if you're using this for your personal use, there's not much here that I would use for my own personal channel. If I'm going to comment, I'm going to comment myself. If I want to like YouTube videos, I'll like YouTube videos, etc., etc. I can track all this. I can use the YouTube analytics. I don't need to come into this app to do that. Now, where you would sell this, you would probably go on to sites like Fiverr, where you could advertise this as a service that you can provide. This page is cloud-based, so you don't really have any control over that. So you could build yourself a business up and advertise. You've got all these services for sale, simply to find out one day you come and this is gone, or it's broken, it's not working correctly, and then you're looking at trying to find support, which Mosh Bari doesn't have a good reputation for supporting the products he creates. So let's have a look at the OTOs. So you've got your front end at $17, which looks like it might go up to $27, and that's with the agency rights included. Then we have OTO 1, $39. I mean, look at this, guys, there's 7 OTOs here. That's unlimited, so there must be some limitations on the front end, but I'm not sure what they are. OTO 2, $97, 100 times conversion booster. OTO 3 is unlimited traffic, but with unlimited stuff here. We can already get traffic from here, so that's a little bit confusing. $57 for that. Then we've got a 6 figs all-in-one marketplace for $97. We have 6 figs reseller rights, self-explanatory. That's $77. Gold Miners Club, not sure what the Gold Miners Club is, but that's $39. And then you've got your white label rights, which means you could sell this as your own. You could rebrand this and sell this as your own product. Why you would want to, I'm not too sure, but that's going to cost you $599. So all in, for all this, you're looking at over $1,000. So let's have a little look at the vendor. This is Mosh Bari's profile on Warrior Plus. And you can see here all these sales, but look at the star rating, it's 2 stars. There's a red flag. If you haven't seen any red flags up to now, there's your first. And then we look here and you see the list of products that he's created. And I mean, it just goes down and down, doesn't it? It keeps going on. There's another red flag. A guy who's creating this many products kind of makes me want to scratch my head a little bit as to why he needs to keep reinventing and reinventing. Because a lot of the products claim to do the same things, they drive traffic and sales, etc. You look at the bigger companies, they don't keep on reproducing and reproducing. They produce a good product, they keep on promoting that product, and they support that product. Whereas this guy just seems to keep creating product after product, and like I say, he doesn't have a good reputation for supporting his products. In fact, he's got a terrible reputation for supporting his products. People asking for refunds have a real hard time. He'll avoid it and avoid it. He'll offer you something, tell you haven't tried hard enough to make it work, etc. So let's go back to the sales page a second here, right? I'm just going to go back to the top here. And I'm going to show you now why I said at the beginning how you might have seen something like this before. Just a couple of days ago, I'd done a review for another product by Billy Dar, and let's just have a look at this. This was the one I'd done the other day, Genie. This was created by Billy Dar, and you take a look at that, and then we go back to 6 Figs. I know it's hard to tell the difference, right? It's like it's the same thing. And then we'll go back to our dashboard here. We'll take a look down here, take a look at this, get that in your mind's eye, and then we'll pop over here, the Genie dashboard, and slightly different colour scheme, but the layout's the same. You look down there, it's just the same thing. So summarising, what do I think of this? I think for a beginner, it's a complete waste of time. You're going to be totally lost once you get into try and setting up APIs and client IDs, etc. If you're a beginner and starting your own business and you're looking to use YouTube for traffic, go and make some content. Build it organically. Go and comment on videos. Go and like and subscribe to the videos and channels that you want to like and subscribe to. Build up relationships with your audience. If somebody comments, reply to them personally. Don't do it automated. And start to build up a know, like and trust relationship with your audience. Interact with them. And if you're going to go and try and sell this as a service, like a business in a box, as they say, again, if you're just starting out, you're going to be a bit lost with it all. You're not really going to know what you're doing unless you include some comprehensive training with this. Even with training, I would still be very careful. Automated comments and likes and subscriptions, etc. can be frowned upon by YouTube and can lead to a bit of trouble and can actually lead to channels getting banned. Also, if you're trying to sell this as a service, before you went ahead and bought this, I would look on sites like Fiverr, SEO Clerks, etc. and see what other people are offering, because these services are available on sites like that. So you'd need to weigh up what your competition is, have a look at the service that they provide, what they charge for it, etc. and then work out if you really believe this is viable for you. Bearing in mind that this is all cloud-based, so you don't really have any control over this. It's not your domain, so this could break or disappear at any time. And if you've got a bunch of clients waiting for jobs to be done, that's your business gone down the toilet, really, isn't it? Because what you're going to do? If you don't get the support from these guys and it doesn't get fixed, what are you going to do? What happens to your business? So what's good and what's bad about it? There's a guarantee there. Suppose you class that as a pro. How valid the guarantee is very questionable. The software will work to a fashion. It's very basic. There's a high chance it's going to be glitchy, and there's a high chance that it's not going to be a long-term thing. And if you're building a business, you need to be thinking long-term. So what do I not like about it? I don't like the hypey, misleading sales page. It's not beginner-friendly. You are going to need some sort of technical knowledge. I mean, you look at the vendor here. Before buying any product, see who the vendor is and go and do a little bit of research on them and see what comes up. Because if you look at this guy, as I showed you here, I mean, it's all 2 stars. His products are not the best. So is this a product I would recommend? In a word, no. I wouldn't recommend this. I wouldn't recommend you go out and buy this. I'd recommend you read all the sales page. Like I say, do a bit of research on the vendor. Look at some of the other products he's created. And then have a long, hard think about it and decide what you want to do then. Obviously, there'll be no link in the description if you want to purchase this. Go to one of the other so-called reviews where people just give you a bunch of bonuses to sell you the product. So you'll get a load more for your money. Bear in mind that this is all just my own opinion. I'm just doing this review to try and give you a little bit of information and to help you make a more informed decision as to whether this is something you want to purchase. Let me know down in the comments if you have purchased this, or if you've maybe purchased one of Mosh Bari's other products and how you've got on with it. Have you had any success? Did you have a problem? And if you feel you've had any value from this review, please consider subscribing to the channel and remember to click the little bell icon so I can notify you whenever I upload new content. Now, all that being said, that's me for today. See you in the next video. Goodbye.